Okay, welcome to this week's episode of Luv Subbin, and we have traveled to Cincinnati.
Absolutely, to the second largest Oktoberfest in the world behind Munich.
Right, and so we're here to have some Gemütlichkeit.
Maybe some Met.
Maybe some Met.
You'll have to find out what that is.
Perhaps a Stein.
Mm-hmm.
And
a Moss.
Maybe, we'll see. So let's go ahead and hit the second largest Oktoberfest in the world.
So I'm wearing the traditional dirndl. The dirndl is actually the dress portion of this outfit, and it's the outline sort of like a pinafore. It comes with a blouse that you wear underneath it, and it's actually a half blouse. I have a petticoat that kind of gives the dress a little bit of fullness. And the interesting part about this is the apron, which where you tie it means different things. So I'm tied it on the side, which means I'm taken. If you tie it on this side, that means you're looking for someone. If you tie it in the middle, that means you're pretty much too young to go looking for anybody. And if you tie it in the back, that means you're a widow.
And I've got the traditional men's lederhosen that was purchased in Regensburg, Germany. It's the actual leather pants, it's the stitching, it's the long version versus the short pants, which is more common for boys versus men, which usually have the longer. Traditional check shirt, and of course my hat, which is from the Salzburg Stiegel factory, the brewery there in Salzburg. Okay, we're here by a picture of George Frauendorfer, and he was from Garmisch-Partenkirchen, which I've been to many, many times skiing, and he was one of the founders of Zinzinnati, the Oktoberfest here, which has grown from just one street and 3 tents, or 3 beers and 1 tent, to what it is today.
He brought his German traditions to Cincinnati and started this whole thing.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So there you have it. Is it George? Or maybe it's Georg Frauendorfer. That sounds better.
Yeah. Oktoberfest here from Great Lakes Brewing, one of our favorite brewing companies.
Right, from our time living in Cleveland. Many of you may not know, we lived in Cleveland for a number of years and love Great Lakes.
Absolutely, so this should be great.
So how's it going so far?
Not bad. We got our beer, and we're just checking things out.
It's pretty big.
A lot of little dachshunds running around here.
Yeah, lots of wiener dog. I think we missed the wiener dog races. Those were earlier.
Yes, they were earlier.
That's okay.
That's okay. We'll continue checking things out.
And there we see Cindy getting a little headband that she likes. And they're going to match her dirndl.
What about this one? I can add some white into it if you want.
What do you think? I like this one. So I just visited the Garland Girl, and she does all sorts of flower garlands, and she was able to weave this one into my hair. And you can also wear it like around your head as well. So it has a bunch of versatility to it, and I think we're going to have fun with it. She also adds some extra ribbons, so it matched my dirndl.
Awesome, looking good.
It was awesome. She did a great job. So what souvenir did you get here?
So what I got was an Edelweiss Cincinnati Oktoberfest pin.
Awesome.
Which looks pretty good on my Stiegel hat from Austria. And when I'm done with the pin, it'll go on my vest to commemorate our trip here.
Sounds perfect.
Okay, we're at the Spaten tent, and we've gotten our lunch, which is currywurst und Mettwurst. I was extremely disappointed because I thought the Mettwurst would be raw pork, which is Met sandwich in Germany, but they cooked this one.
Yep. All right. We'll
what do you say? So you give it a try.
Yep. Which one first? This one?
The currywurst is yours, technically. Good? And I'm going to try the disappointingly cooked Mettwurst. Good.
Taste any different than any other sausage?
They said it's a little spicy. They said it was a little spicy, and it's not too bad. Pretty good.
Mine's messy.
We can switch. Okay, we're having a great time, and the German music is up on the stage, but the only disappointment, where's the John Denver?
Right.
How can you have Oktoberfest without country roads?
Right. The whole traditional German fest music that they have over there.
Yeah.
Usually a mix of, you know, Meet Me in Amarillo.
Yeah, exactly.
And John Denver country roads and all that sort of fun stuff.
Maybe if we stay long enough, we'll get a little bit.
Yep.
All right, I finally found some real fest music.
Absolutely.
Hey, baby. Who? Ha! I wanna know if you'll be my girl. We stayed at the A.J. Jolly Campground, which is a Campbell County park located in Alexandria, Kentucky. It's about 18 miles south of Cincinnati, which made it a perfect place to stay for the Oktoberfest. As you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous. There are 50 RV sites, hiking trails, an 18-hole golf course, and a 200-acre fishing lake. The cost is $26.75 a night, which puts it at about $8.37 less than camping at a Love's gas station. Pretty standard. I mean, well, standard, but it's beautiful. With the lake view there, gravel surface. Two goofy things. First, you've got this huge rut, massive getting in and out. And the other kind of goofy thing is it's angled this way, but this road is one way. So you come in and you back in, but then it's almost too sharp to take that corner to get back out again. So almost what everybody's been doing is going down to one of these empty sites, backing in, and then going back up the way you came. So that's about the only goofy thing. It does have 30, 50, 15 amp services, water hookup. Overall, a very nice campground to hit Cincinnati, the Oktoberfest. And what a perfect way to end this evening. A little grilling and chilling, a little Columbia Valley Red. Perfect evening, perfect temperature, good way to end it. So just as a reminder, whenever you're out for extended durations, it's always important to plan a day for deep cleaning and maintenance. And so we had an extra day here in Kentucky, so we're going to do that today. So it's going to be one of those suck days as opposed to one of the fun days. So we're going to be doing things like getting all that dust and dirt off the Fantastic Fan filters,
cleaning the bathroom, sweeping the floor.
Yep, doing some deep cleaning. I think there's a hinge or a screw that we're going to work on. So yeah, it's a day of just focusing, getting your list together, have your glitch list, and then plan a day just to hit it up, but still have some time at night for some fun. We've mentioned in other videos how we've cut Reflectex for both hot and cold weather, and because it's a maintenance day here in the sub as well as a video editing day, we're here and it's hot and we don't like running the air conditioner unless we absolutely have to. So let's take a look. 101, 102, 102.5, 100. So that's without the Reflectex. About 102 degrees is what that is measuring. Let's go ahead and put the Reflectex on, let it sit for a while, and come on back and see if it's effective or not.
So what are you using to measure the temperature?
My infrared temperature probe, which Cindy uses to check the temperature of her oven, and I use to check the temperature of the truck tires. We've got all of our Reflectex labels. So this says escape window. There. I think the last time we used these for heat was in San Antonio, or Big Bend actually.
I think there was a rumor on the internet that said if you put Reflectex inside your window that it could potentially break your window.
Yep, we'll test that theory. Won't happen. Okay, so as I edit our New River Gorge bridge video, and hopefully you caught that one because that was a lot of fun, it is a lot cooler sitting under this thing. So let's take a look. About 88. So it went from 102 down to 88. So that's about 14 degrees less, which makes all the world. It makes all the world difference.
You can really feel the difference.
Yep.
Makes it a lot more comfortable here.
It certainly does. Let's see how hot it is. Oh, it's not that bad. And as per the internet, no, they didn't explode. It's just quick temperature changes, not the slow gradual increase in heat. You know, it really irritates me when I hear people post, oh, the Zippy awning is only a sunshade. It's only a sunshade. No, it's not. It can be put out in the wind. You just can't have crazy wind. You can see with the flags fluttering, the awning's not even being touched. And in my previous videos, I've shown how you can have it in rain too, as long as you dip it. Now notice I've dipped it just one notch into the wind. So it's kind of facing down that way into the wind. And yeah, it's a zippy awning. It works in the wind, it works in the rain. But notice we're underneath it. We're not going to drive off and go home or go touring or whatever.
So one of the things we didn't have time for that we really wanted to try is some Cincinnati chili. And it's a dish that they're really known for, actually, and that we had found on another YouTube channel about
food tripping with Molly. I think we followed her a few places.
Absolutely. And so we didn't have time to do this, and so we decided to try the canned version.
And why did we not have time?
We were not only doing the Oktoberfest, but we were doing editing, we were doing maintenance, we were doing lots of stuff.
And that drawer decided to disassemble itself.
Absolutely.
And frustrated me completely to the point that it's now duct taped.
Yes.
Until I can effect a more permanent fix.
Correct. So we're going to try this. The traditional dish is a chili sauce, but not like a traditional chili sauce. It's going to be a more Mediterranean style. They usually have nutmeg, cinnamon, stuff like that. This came over with the immigrants in the 1920s from Greece. And so this is sort of a Grecian style chili. And it's served over spaghetti or hot dogs, depending on how you want to serve it. And I've got some packages of noodles here. And if you serve it over spaghetti, it's a two-way. When you add cheese, it's called a three-way. If you add onions, it's called a four-way. If you add beans, it's called a five-way. So we're going to try a four-way Cincinnati chili tonight. And we're going to have our chili with some fresh sourdough that I made this morning. It turned out pretty good, in spite of the fact that I don't have a proper Dutch oven that will fit in my current oven. And also my oven is kind of challenging to work with, but I think it turned out pretty good. So I'm just tasting the chili from the pan. And I'm getting a lot of spices that I normally wouldn't get with a chili. Perhaps cinnamon, perhaps nutmeg. And cinnamon and nutmeg come out pretty well, I think. So.
And what about the consistency of it?
It looks a little looser than a normal chili might be. And so that's another thing that they say is very important as well.
Our first foray into Cincinnati chili.
Right, and this is the traditional preparation for this. Instead of the bread, though, they would have had oyster crackers, interestingly enough,
yeah,
right?
That's really interesting.
Yeah, and it also, they would have traditionally a hot sauce as well on the side. So I think this will be very unique.
Quasi-authentic.
Yeah, quasi-authentic. And the cheese on the top would have been cheddar, and that's sort of what we got.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Not sort of what we got. We got mozzarella instead of cheddar.
But, you know what? We're going to try it and see how it goes. It's a little bit more watery than I'm used to for chili, right? Or even a tomato-based sauce.
Well, I think that's the point. It's supposed to be like a sauce instead of like a hardcore chili.
Well, this should be interesting. You can really taste those spices coming through. And the meat in the chili is very, very minced. And if you wanted to give it a little bit more heartiness, the other side that they would recommend is maybe putting some beans on top as well. But don't mix it with the chili. The chili kind of has to stay by itself. It's interesting. It's not mixed with the pasta or anything.
This is very good, and maybe next time we're in Cincinnati, we'll check out the actual and compare to ours.
Absolutely.
So if you like this video,
Give us a big thumbs up.
and if you think we've earned a subscription, click to subscribe.
And comment below if you've tried the Cincinnati Chili and what you thought of it.
Because we come out with RV and Airstream related videos just like this one every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.